Who likes to have a drink on occasion on their day off? Drinking with friends and family can be an enjoyable social experience to have while growing up. Drinking allows one to relax after a long day at work or for a family event. This really seems like a very harmless experience for young adults to have while growing up, until we really look at the negative effects that drinking has on young adults, especially when the drinking age is set at 21. In the United States, the drinking age is at 21, which, although looks like a good enough age to put it at, should be way higher. Many believe that the drinking age should be changed to 25 because of multiple valid reasons, including the brain is not developed until the age of 25. It can reduce the risk of addiction and can reduce the amount of drunk driving car accidents that occur. Drinking before the age of 25 has a lot of downsides and can affect a young adult's brain. As the article states, a few studies on the effects of alcohol or drugs on teens and young adults showed that physical maturity, especially of the brain and nervous system, does not occur until a person reaches the age of 25. The effects of alcohol will have a much bigger effect of the brain of a young adult than it will on a more mature adult, because the older adult's brain is much more developed compared to a young adult's brain. As stated in an article, a Wall Street Journal article about the effects of alcohol on a young brain noted that from a neuroscientist perspective, the brain isn't fully developed until age 25 and can exhibit these negative effects of alcohol consumption until then. Also stated in another article, generally by the current legal age of drinking, 21, the brain is fully developed except for the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is the first area of the brain that alcohol affects is the prefrontal cortex in the ventral stratum. This is the part of the brain that makes up the reward system and regulates impulsive behavior such as urges, self-control, and emotions. Alcohol impairs their ability for complex planning, to pay attention, to formulate ideas, reason, and make rational decisions, as well as motor coordination and short-term memory. Alcohol affects the brain in the opposite direction in which the brain develops. Therefore, an underdeveloped prefrontal cortex at the age of 21 is vulnerable to harm from alcohol consumption. The earlier young adults start consuming alcohol, the more likely they will become more dependent on alcohol later on in their life. Increasing the drinking age could decrease the amount of drunk driving accidents occurring in a year, because studies showed that one of the leading causes of death for adolescents and young adults is car accidents. Young adults being able to drink at the age of 21 has caused a lot of damage to our society and young adults' brain development. It is best for young adults to start drinking when their brain is fully developed, which then would cause less damage to their brain and their decision-making skills would not be altered. Now that I have discussed why drinking at the age of 21 is not beneficial to young adults because their brain is not fully developed until 25, I'm going to talk about the next reason, which is the prevention of drunk driving accidents. As Patel states in her article, with the current drinking age, there is an overlap with the age people get their driver's licenses. Currently, one of the leading causes of death for adolescents and young adults is car accidents. About 30% of accidents are caused by drunk drivers. With the drinking age being raised, this number could decrease. In this quote, Patel proves that there is a correlation between drunk driving accidents and young adults. Adolescents that freshly get their driver's licenses and go to college and participate in drinking are at a high risk of drunk driving accidents. Legalizing the drinking age at 21 would bring the amount of drunk driving accidents upwards. Another article states that increasing the legal drinking age to 21 saw a 16% median decline in motor vehicle accidents. Although this sounds like a good decrease, imagine how much more of a decline in motor vehicle accidents there would be if the drinking age was raised to 25. Increasing the drinking age to 25 is the best way to prevent later on addiction and drunk driving accidents in young adults. As the article states, about 80% of the college students drink and 50% participate in binge drinking. As another article states, a recent poll asking the public for their opinion revealed that 64% believe that there are many benefits to changing the legal drinking age to 25. The 36% who weren't in favor argued that it will bring more black market opportunities with non-regulated or approved beverages. In conclusion, I too believe that the drinking age should be raised to 25 because it will allow for young adults' brains to fully develop and being able to make better decisions throughout their lives, lower the risk of addiction, and decrease the amount of drunk driving accidents in young adults. Thank you.